Hey guys, this is Nick here. I've uploaded some videos in the past, me playing some Call of Duty. Back in the day, I think I uploaded some Black Ops 2 clips. I don't even know if they're on this channel, to be honest, probably on a different one. So you might have seen I've got a couple of videos, maybe three, four that I've just uploaded from PlayStation Network. Of course, the downside to those are just gameplay videos, but they're no commentary over them, or no live commentary. So I wanted to try and change it up a bit and add some commentary because that's kind of what it's all about. I don't think anybody's gonna click watch videos just to watch some gameplay, without people giving some commentary to it. So this will be my first one. I'm gonna try to make these on a fairly regularly basis. Maybe a couple times a week, a few times a week to start out and kind of see how it goes. Without further ado, I mean, you guys are see the clip is playing. This is a game that I had on obviously firing range night. I'm using a GKS with a silencer. I think quick draw and grip is my setup. And yeah, I had a pretty good game here. I actually just recently switched. So I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare. I was back in, man, I don't know, 2007 or so that came out, and I've always played, I guess just with like a regular grip on the controller, using my pointer fingers on the triggers to shoot and everything. And that worked fine in that game, all the way up through like Black Ops 2 and whatnot. That was, fine. But especially now that I've really played Black Ops 4, probably more than any Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. Movement's a lot more important, obviously, in this game, and so, I was debating whether to get like a SCUF controller, but those could be costly, or even other brands as well, not necessarily SCUF. They're gonna run you like 150 to 200 bucks, I'd say. So, before committing to that, I'm like, you know what, let me try playing Claw, and yeah, I just started actually a couple weeks ago, and it takes a little time to get used to. Obviously, it's totally different, especially from playing Call of Duty for many, many years. Just in a totally different way. I made the switch, and I use now the bumpers to actually shoot as well. And that was a big thing for me because when I first tried playing Claw, I experimented with it maybe a couple years ago, and I just couldn't. My fingers aren't big enough to use like my middle finger on the firing button and then my pointer finger to shift around through the buttons. It's a jump, slide, whatever. So switching over to the bumpers made a big difference for me, and that's what I did with this game, and I've been able to pick it up pretty well. So that's something I've been doing with this game lately, and I feel like I'm getting better with it. I've transitioned pretty well since just being used to the old way for so many years. But anyway, you can see here 35 off of one of my streaks here. I'm not really following here which one I'm on just yet. I think I might be close to just the UAV actually, nothing special. But yeah, I'm using the GKS. I know this gun, if you watch competitive Call of Duty, I don't really see anybody using this gun. Usually, I think the sub of choice is always the SOG, and I guess for good reason. It's such a strong gun, and if you use it a lot and practice with a lot with it, it can be pretty accurate as well. And I think it just lends itself more to game modes that are competitive, like hardpoint and control, where you're getting in that hill and you might have to take out like 2-3 guys. GKS might not be a great option for that. It's more of a real balanced submachine gun where it doesn't have as much power as a SOG, but it has a lot more accuracy. But I mean, it makes a great gun for just playing pub matches. Yeah, I mean, I really haven't used it too much in this game. I usually use kind of the standard stuff, like ICR, Matic, SOG, but it's fun to experiment with different guns, and this gun just always feels great to me for some reason. I don't know what it is. If you put like, I guess, I think it's double grip and double barrel, long barrel, you pretty much can't use like any perks if you do that. But man, it's like a friggin' ICR, man. Let me tell you, it's like a mini ICR, and of course you can move around, quickly with it. It's pretty awesome, but you know, you can't really use any perks with it. So the way I have it is set up here, I think I said it earlier in the video, it's like quick draw grip and even a silencer on it with a red dot, and it reminds me a lot of the PDW from Black Ops 2. And if you guys hear, I mean, I'll make a lot of references to Black Ops 2, and the reason for that is that's my favorite game of all time, Call of Duty. Played it the most, so I just always tend to kind of make comparisons back to that. But yeah, I don't know, this setup the way it is here just feels like the PDW was, you know, just a really solid gun. So yeah, so here you guys can see pretty much the end of this round here. Already called in my sniper's nest. That's another thing I wanted to talk about here is the round ends. Score streaks, I mean, you guys could probably see them in the corner of the screen there, what I use. I'm just using UAV, sniper's nest, and thresher. But yeah, the sniper's nest, if you guys saw there, I mean, I don't know how many kills it might have gotten me right there. Maybe like 5, 6, or maybe even 7 kills. And it even helped me get my thresher. I was at a point in this game that you guys might have noticed where I was like 50 away from getting the thresher, and you know, I was kind of playing it safe, sitting back because I didn't want to choke it because I have a habit of doing that. And I just let my my sniper's nest pretty much pick up all the 5 kills I needed to get that thresher. So that was pretty cool. And you know, with that streak, I don't know. I always like to kind of think of like streaks and like you know, kind of the value of like, you know, what it costs to use them versus how good they are. And I think like the sniper's nest in this game is like, I'd probably put it #1 in terms of what it costs, you know, versus how effective it can be, you know. I'm not a big fan actually of the thresher, even though I have it on here. I know that sounds kind of stupid. I don't know, I just love the thresher though. I mean, it could get me like no kills, honestly, and just calling it in and just hearing that thing just zoom by and just like throw bombs on the other team, man, I don't need to get kills, man. That's enough pleasure for me right there. So yeah, I use that for fun. I'm not really sure how great it is. I know they buffed it like maybe a few months ago in an update. I don't know if they changed it back to being more relaxed since then, but you know, it plays well on these more open style maps and stuff too. I mean, you know, some maps in this game are just totally useless, but yeah, so here you guys can see just kind of going off, close to getting some more streaks. That guy gave me some trouble. There's the sniper's nest, second one, and there's the second thresher. I called in both, and I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, you leave me your opinions in the comments of what you guys do. I mean, if you get like these 2 streaks like this, do you use them both right at once? I mean, I kind of purposely in the first round when I got both, I didn't use both. I wanted to save the thresher. And I feel like that's just more efficient, right? Because if you're throwing both out at once, as cool as it is, probably just giving the team, look at that guy, little camper right there, ended my streak. But anyway, you know, if you're throwing out both at once, I think you're just probably people joining the game just gonna quit right at that point. You know, see a sniper's nest, thresher, like nope, I'm out. And you know, but besides that, even if the people stay in this lobby, you know, it's only 5 people, so they're gonna get killed by only, you know, however many times is possible by by possibly just one thing. I just feel like it's a waste. I don't know how to really explain it, but I feel like if you throw your sniper's nest out first, you wait kind of until that goes away, then throw out your thresher. I don't know. I just feel like it's more efficient. I just have a bad habit though of just sending both out. I did hold it back the first round, as you guys saw, but that last time I got it, I threw both out at once. Probably should have saved it. I want to experiment doing that more. For some reason, I just don't do it. Yeah, and Hellstorm and Lightning Strike, you know, kind of going back to what I was talking about score streaks or kill streaks and kind of their value. I used to love those things in Black Ops 2. I used to pretty much just run UAV, Hellstorm, Lightning Strike, and those would just be awesome, man. I mean, you, of course, throw on like a swarm or something to have some fun, but you could have some really high kill games just using those streaks and just keep re-upping them and just going off. But in this game, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know if it's just because people move faster and, you know, the way kind of the gameplay plays, maybe the maps. but I just feel like they're not as good. I don't know. So I don't really use those too much. I tend to like I said, the sniper's nest is just such a great value, I think. I don't use care package, but that's another one. Excuse me. That's another one, guys, that I think is like pretty awesome, honestly, for what it costs. It just slows you down like crazy, and sorry about that. It slows you down like crazy, and like it kind of leaves you a little bit vulnerable. Other team, might be flanking you and just kill you as you're waiting for your care package, trying to get other streaks or something. But you can get some really nice stuff in that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. That'll be all. I went 40, was it 49 and 5? Think so. All right. Have a great time, guys. Hope to see you.